as the picture says, this is about the Richmond Vale Truck Muster. It's just a bit of footage from looking around and a few people talking about their trucks a little bit. This road train, I meant to ask how the hell they got it there over the local roads, but didn't get to find out from anybody. There's quite an amazing property here, a lot of space, a lot of room for a lot more vehicles even. I don't know how many they got, but it was a very good roll-up, very good condition, very well presented. Just went on and on and on. I probably only filmed about a third of the trucks that were there. This is more the oldies, and there's the railway, the train behind, and visitors just get on the train, go up to the other end of the railway line where there's more displays and the rest of the Richmond Vale Railway up there. Free train rides backwards and forwards. Big trucks and little trucks. This Foden apparently came from South Australia. There's a big tilt tray. Not as oversized as that maybe. A bit of an American lineup here. Perfect weather both days, Saturday and Sunday. Bit chilly, but nice and sunny, lots of people out. And I think the next one of these is going to be absolutely massive. Very well presented vehicles here. I don't know how far that one came. I think it was a fair way. Mostly American this aisle. And as I said, big trucks and little trucks. I think this is the one from Quirindi. And moving it around here, all vehicles were moved under supervision. And this one certainly got a lot of attention, especially from the kids who'd just been on their Thomas the Tank Engine train ride from the other end of the railway. And got a little bit of a drive around look at this one. And a wave. Now we're going to let Adam Draper introduce a few of the owners to talk about their trucks.
Hey Pom, can you give us a rundown on the two Bedfords here?
This one here is a 1964 TK KHL. It's the one that started Paul Harrison's company back in the old days, and it's still running today at 47 years of age. And the other one's a KHT tipper, which runs with a Leyland 400 as well. We've only just got that one. It's going to be put back into green, but at the moment it's called mellow yellow because that was a song in 1966 when that one came out.
There you go. Does that still get used regularly?
Yeah, for taking most of the rubbish to the tip that we collect.
Mac parts?
Yeah, Mac parts.
And speaking of Macs.
Okay, well this is a 1985 R model. The whole cab was actually in a really bad state of repair, and we done her up about 18 months ago, and all that was left was the two A posts and the back of the cab wall. The rest of it's been replaced and rebuilt. And now she's back in the fleet, up and running, doing heavy work again.
Yeah.
This B model sat in my shed for 11 years. She was restored, but we never got round to putting her back together, but now we need her for working on the coal loader, so hence she's back up and running again. She's running with a 237 rather than the original 711, and with a Mac box in her, whereas this one runs with a twin stick and a Joey box, and in crawl she takes 11 minutes to do 100 metres.
Mammoth Major Mark III, they're both 1951 models. They were both owned originally by Newcastle Haulage and Transport, and the cabs were built in Newcastle by R.W. Brown. This one here now lives at Glen Innes and is owned by Stephen King and is under restoration. This next one here is owned by Glenn Richards from Swansea. Been fully restored. They're both powered by AEC 9.6 litre engines, and they have six speed constant mesh gearboxes with worm drive diffs. They're very slow, have a top speed of around 60 kilometres an hour.
Well, this is one of our AEC Mammoth Majors. This one's 1960, we've got it from Orange. We've also got one of Brownie's old Mammoth Majors, which is a 1961 model. and both of them are going to be restored, and we've got one that's going to be for spare parts. This one came back to us only a few weeks ago and is actually running, and it drives and stops, so we're ahead on that one.
We're looking here at a Diamond T, and John here is going to explain a bit about it.
Righto mate, it's P5000, it's around about a 1965 model. We're not quite sure because there's not a lot of info on Diamond Ts, and like this one a Diamond Rio. Whereas if you bought yourself an old Mack or an old Kenworth, there'd be heaps and heaps of information.
Yeah.
But mate, this was we bought it out of a yard in Sydney, a bloke that was really good from Rayton, but we've got a picture of this truck with a tiger in the front seat. On the passenger side looking out, and we've also got a picture of it with a two-storey house on the back. A bloke from
Big move.
down around there, yeah, he had a house moving business with it. And it's had at various stages of its life. It's done tipper work, it's done container work. It's got a 653 GM, 13-speed road ranger, dual range eating disc. That gives you an idea of the specs on it, mate, and it sounds really, really good. If you want to have a listen, we can start her up.